Welcome back to another episode of the Fire Never Dies podcast, where no candle loses its flame by lighting another. I'm the host, TK. Here with me, I have. Who are you, bro? Just tell them, man. Just tell them. Man.
Since it's a hometown podcast,
They know.
Wacky. I'm Wacky. Outside of Atlanta and other parts, other places. Well, some people in Atlanta do know me by Wacky too, so that's why. Outside of
Is
Atlanta.
that like, that what you tell everybody?
Yeah.
Even strangers?
I sometimes tell strangers too now.
How do they react?
They look at me weird and say like, what? But I say Cloud too. I say Cloud to them, but I started going by Wacky too in Atlanta a little bit more now. Because like, again, like I'm started seeing people that know me from back home. So, but yeah, outside of Atlanta, outside of 478, or just outside of just any part of Georgia is really like Cloud or Cloud Cruiser. But
so it's kind of like you live through the tag, pretty much.
Yeah, and I didn't choose to. It just stuck. I didn't think that was gonna be my artist name, but it just is now. I really just want to go back to my regular idea. I really was thinking about going by Ebrion because that's my real name. So I want to probably go to just Ebrion, but right now it's just Cloud. So.
Is it like it's just switching the name though, right? So,
yeah, it's just switching the name.
Oh, okay.
Like it's no deep detail into it. Like I feel still.
Would you go back to your old works and like update the tag?
No, I leave it alone because it'd be like some cool stuff. Just like, oh, if you got the Cloud, I got this when you was Cloud. So.
Oh, okay, so it's like I see it. It'd be like an evolution process.
Yeah. I think that was like I'm into a new evolution. So it's like, you know, if I want to do stuff with galleries and stuff, I want to be like I'm Cloud Cruiser.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I want to do them like my real name.
Yeah.
So that's it. But right now, it's just still Cloud.
How you end up? Because I don't know you since early 2000s.
Yeah.
How? Because you were known for playing sports.
Yeah.
How did you become the artist?
I always been the artist. I've been making art since I was 5-ish. So I've always had it. Like I said, people, I've been in class. They knew I can draw. I'll be drawing and stuff. It's just always been there. But it didn't really get there till like my early 20s. Like just, I know I ain't about to be playing sports. No, I don't play sports anymore. I was doing the military thing for a minute, but I knew that was very short. I just kept doing it more. It started real bad. Like I would go to like Family Dollar General and get the cardboard paper and make art on that. I didn't know nothing about canvases. Yeah. None of that.
I don't know about it now.
I would make art on poster boards, and I thought that was it. I was like, yeah, I got it. But I was really starting a lot. I had a Android Samsung Galaxy. I was doing art on that, like with my finger.
Like digital drawing?
Yeah, digital. But I didn't even know what stylus was. I was like really doing it with my finger. I would make like digital artwork with my finger. I didn't know nothing about stylus. So it was really an evolution thing. So around like 25, 26, that's when I started learning more and doing more with it. And that's when I was like, okay, yeah, I see myself really pushing art more.
And when you started pushing it, was it just like your like pop-up shops or online stuff?
It was just whatever I get my hand on. It was always just like these little showcases that was going on, mostly just in Atlanta. Just all the showcases. It was the early stage for a lot of us. And like sometimes I run into people back in Atlanta, and we'd be talking about, yeah, remember we did that showcase when we first started? So that was how it was, just always doing the showcase. It was sometimes be the same showcase just to do it. Any opportunity, I would just be whatever. I had this one person who had her solo show in Atlanta, and I never did a show just like showing my stuff, like just like without being by somebody else. So like, she kind of gave me an opportunity to show my work at her show. So like I was kind of like a featured artist. Like her work was somewhere else, but if you came to another room, it was just my work. Okay. So that was kind of my first time having my stuff put out by itself without being showcased. Because usually with the showcases, well, I don't do them no more now. Like I get asked now, I'm like, no, I'm good. It really has to depend on the showcases. Like now, I'll get paid to do showcases. Not bragging or nothing, but I'll get paid to do.
Oh man, pop your shit, man!
I get paid to do a showcase, or to be a live painter now. Usually, it would be like you want a live paint at an event. Sometimes I'd be like, cool, whatever.
So you do live painting?
I do live paintings too.
So like on the spot, like just
Bro. I ain't a speed painter though. I know a lot of speed painters. I got this one cool speed painter friend up in Greenville, South Carolina. He's like a minute and full painting. He'll paint a whole person's face in a minute, speed painting, just doing all that. So, but with me, I'll take my time. I try to do spray paint to incorporate it to make it faster, but it's hard to do spray paint inside of a room with the fumes and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what kind of made me switch more into my abstract style. And my abstract is just like another sense to me. Like I can do it without even thinking it. So that's how, usually if I am doing speed painting, it'll be my abstract work. Because abstract is like, it's your work. Nobody can say, oh, we didn't make it look like this. It's like, it's genuinely your work. So, but that's something else with speed.
So you can't do that with like all the work though? Cause
I can. It'll take. I like to really take my time when I'm doing detail work. I just really take my time with it. I like to make sure the colors, the colors are the way I want. Like the lines are as clean as possible. Because like my art is a representation of me. I don't want to be making no like really last minute looking stuff. So that's what I'm saying. Like whenever I do speed paint, it's just really abstract work.
What's your process, and when do you know that like you are done with a piece of like art?
I don't know when I'm done. Times I still have paintings in my spot. I look at them like, I could clean that up.
Yeah,
like I don't know. I even hear with other people, all creatives. Like I know here, I have some people who I know do music. They'll be listening to their song and be like, I probably should have did this. I think it sounds perfect. But I think with everybody's own work, probably even with you and yourself, if you see something, you be like, I probably should have asked this question. So I really feel like none of my work is fully complete because I always see improvement I could do. But I feel like the whole thing is done when I say it's done. So, but I say it's always room for improvement with my work. Yeah. But that's really it for me because I see old work back in the day, and I'm just like, I could have added more. Or
a lot of people, they get stuck in that perfection trap.
I learned that real quick. Like I used to try to be perfect, and it's not. I don't think it's no real 100% perfect in anything because you can always improve in some way. That's how I feel. That's my own opinion, but.
Yeah, I honestly do that too, bro. Like the whole, I should have asked that question. Or when I used to DJ, every single time I DJ, bro, I would be like, I should have played this or that song. Yeah. Like I'd get in the car and turn on the radio, or I'd turn on some music and be like, I could have played all these songs, and it would have been a totally different night. But you just got to go to the next one. You just got to go to what is. I want to know, bro. I'm really interested, bro, because you've been doing some things, dog. So what's the biggest mural you? Because my man does murals as well. What is like? Give me the story of like
the biggest mural.
Yeah, the biggest one, like the actual biggest one, and then I go to your favorite.
My biggest thing, okay. I guess the one I did recently, I did a mural for BMW in a Spartanburg plant, and
So they called. They was like, "Hey, Wacky."
Yeah. The first one I did, it wasn't a call. It was just like I seen your work. We need something. It was through like a friend. Not like friend, but it was like they saw one of my other works, and the guy referred that guy to me because I did his work like that.
Okay.
So that's how it was the first time. The second time it was like, okay, yeah, that's when the big people was like, yeah, we want you to do that because they saw the work I did for them. I did two. Yeah, I did. I did 2 pieces for them. So, but with the first piece, it was just like, okay, I saw your work. Can you do this? And the second one was like, okay, we saw the first one you did, but now we really want to like pay you more and do more. So with the second one, it was like, I don't know how big it was, but it was big. It was a big wall. And then I think it felt more bigger to me because I couldn't use spray paint. I had to hand paint the whole piece. It was like so bad, and I hated it so much. But I think that's why it felt so much bigger to me. But
it was a challenge.
It was definitely a challenge.
Okay.
So it's either between that one in Spartanburg, South Carolina, at that plant, or either I did another one in Columbia, South Carolina, in the alleyway. But I think it was just probably longer. Height-wise, it was cool, but I think it's because it was just way more longer. So it was between those two. So that's depends.
What about your favorite?
It's in Greenville, South Carolina. It's this one at that's the shop I said the guy referred that guy. Because like that's how it happens. Like when I did it, like I just knew this was like gonna be the one that makes people like really like it. And like I'm saying that one has like put me on like a lot of projects, even if not murals, just like again either live painting or commission work. Like that one's still my favorite. It just looks so clean. Like I think that's probably my cleanest piece. But that's what abstract stuff. I still want to do a more detailed, crazy piece. But people really like the abstract stuff. I ain't against it. I mean, if you're paying, cool, bet, let's do it. But I really want to do my other more detailed pop art pieces. But abstract is like a lot of things everybody still like with me.
Yeah.
But I that's probably one of my cleanest pieces. Spray paint, the lines and stuff. I mean, when it color pop, like the wall is on the back side of the store, and so the sun was just like hit it at an angle, and it just like the colors just pop. So that's like one of my favorite murals I've done.
And that's the one that's in Greenville.
Yeah. South
So
Carolina.
most of your work is where? In South Carolina?
It's in South Carolina, but I got stuff in the Northern Carolinas and Virginia. I got stuff in Miami. Like I said, hopefully, fingers crossed, I have more stuff like internationally. Hopefully, we'll see
man.
how that works. And
Konnichiwa.
yeah, I got work from going to even outside of murals. Probably all the way from New York, mostly along the East Coast, New York to Miami. That's my spot. I mean, I've had offers, not like crazy offers, but just like to do like work or say I've been in there to like in the western part of the country, but I ain't really have never really done anything for really all East Coast. I've hit like a lot of major East Coast spots and did work or just have work there and stuff. Or like my paintings, they'll travel. Like sometimes I do like this is one people that I did. Damn, what did I do? Oh yeah, I did a lot of painting for them, and they'll go to different places of the country, and my work kind of like follows them. If I did like an exhibit with them, they'll take my work with them. So like even if I haven't been there, my work is there. So like it's just
okay. It's kind of like putting up a video on YouTube. You do the work.
Yeah, and it goes over. See, that's what I was like. I did my work here. Like I did my work in Georgia, but now it's somewhere in Texas, or now it's going somewhere in Cleveland, Ohio, or something like that. So, but that's what I was saying. That's why I kind of want to like get more deep in my paintings because I want to be in galleries and stuff. Like it's hard to sell paintings, but paintings do travel. They travel faster than murals. Like again, I can do one painting here, and then we got a gallery exhibit opening overseas where we like to have your work exhibit. So we're gonna see. But yeah,
so you leaning mostly towards paintings, like
yeah. I wanted because I'm preparing for my next solo show. I really want to do it last year, but of course stuff happens. But this coming year, well, I know the year's still early still, but I want to plan for it like early next year because I'm really want to take my time and make some cool paintings.
Yeah.
But yeah, most of my stuff is in the Carolinas, and second it would be, I guess, Atlanta. I'm not painting mural wise, and then I got like 3 pieces in Miami that I did. So,
What's one side of it that you just won't do?
like one art style I want to do no more.
Like,
animation. I'm done with animation. I just tell y'all right now. I asked to do animation not long ago. I can't do animation no more. I tried animation. It was working. It was cool. That thing is a time crunch, bro. It's so time consuming. And then logos.
Like drawing animation or like
no, I would like animation, like doing frame by frame to get a nice picture and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I did it. It was fine. I did this one nice. My favorite one I did was a Michael Jordan. It's so clean. I look at it still to the day. I'm like, I don't know how I did that, but it's just so clean. But that's my favorite one I did. But animation is very like hard. Like I have gotten asked to do it again, and I'm like, no, I can't. Like, not saying I can't do it. It's just I just know it's so time consuming, and I just don't want to take that much time to do that.
Yeah.
And another thing, like I don't really do like logos no more. People still ask me to do logos. Like I'm like, nah, no, don't ask me to do logos. I can't do logos no more. I can do them. That's not me no more.
Yeah.
I may do like I have collab with like brands and they want to like do stuff like with their clothes. I have done stuff like that, but I mix it with my art. But like people just like I have a boxing thing. Like I say box because we in Boston stuff. But let's say I have a Boston player or I have like a barbershop and we need a logo and they don't want my art. They just want that. They don't want anything in my art style. So that's why I'm like, yeah, no, I'll do that. Like if it's not my art, I ain't really gonna touch it. So
that's lit, bro. Dang. You be going in, bro. This man be going in, bro. This
Appreciate
man be going in, bro. All right, we got good.
How much time we
good on? We got like 12 minutes, bro.
Okay, cool.
Real good, bro. That's my mind. I'm trying to keep up with you, honestly, because you really been moving. What's next? Like, what in 10 years? What you want the story to be? Not even 10. Let's say 3. Really,
3? I don't even know.
When the World Cup get here, by the
time the World Cup get here,
what you trying to be on?
I keep telling myself that I really still want to be like in Atlanta, like or just in the South. Like I feel like I can do more, but I feel like I've done enough. I want to do stuff in different areas and stuff. Times I be like, oh, I want to go international, and just do stuff there. I don't know. I really got to figure out what I want to do. But like art wise, I just want to have a bigger name. I mean, I don't really know how it is. I've been really just trying to go with the flow with stuff. Because I have been like that like 5 years ago. Oh, I'm going to have this and that. 5 years later, I don't have that.
Yeah.
And I hate 3 years later, I'm going to have this and this. Not saying I don't believe myself or I'm not trying to manifest that. But I do get upset if I do dream big and by the time it happens, it don't happen. Like,
especially when you know you've been.
Yeah, I know you've been grinding and doing it and it hasn't happened. So I don't know. I just want to. I hope to have just a bigger name. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Within myself, and I'm like more like financially stable with my art. Like I really am just doing art. Like I have projects like every month. Like I have for sure projects, and like I can just really just walk down the street and that's one of my other murals I did. Just to have like your work scene and stuff. Like that's just how I want. But I just really want a lot of more projects. I just want to be on a lot of projects. Not every project, because like I learned like you can't say yes to every project. Because like sometimes the project ain't for you, or either you do the project and the project don't even get released. Because I've done multiple projects.
Wait, what?
I've done projects like do like design stuff.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, we want this mural and it never happens, or either I do the project and like I design something and they never release it. So it's like I still get paid for it or the time.
That's still frustrating.
Yeah, it's frustrating. Yeah, so it's kind of like that. All I said with the murals, like again, I got this wall, and like I don't hear from them again. Or it's like I do it and then they're not ready to promote it at the time, so like I can't really promote it because I don't want to be like overstep, whatever. So that's how it is. There's times I have done projects and I don't like the project, not because of me, because how the project went with the person. So like not all my projects been good. So it's just a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I feel you on that one, especially on the part where you was like not getting what you was aiming for. But honestly, bro, like it's coming, bro. It's coming, bro. It's coming, bro. And like I take the finish line away. Like even with this YouTube and podcast stuff, bro. Like I don't have really no goal no more. I'm just putting the shots up. Like whichever one hit, that's the one that's gonna hit, and it's gonna start looking real different. It's gonna grow as long as I keep going, and consistency is where it's at. So you're doing the right thing, bro. Like you good, bro.
Thank you, bro. I got an idea where I want to be at, but again, it's just so much.
How you deal with that frustration when like because I had on moments where I'm like, I should be.
Man, I still have those moments.
Yeah.
All the time. I mean, even with social media, you always see somebody doing better or good. And then it's like, I'm not doing it. But I mean, you don't know what they got going through. They probably going through worse as you, but this is just something that came at that time for them, and they probably gonna go on a dry spell for like 2 months and not hear nothing from nobody. So like, I deal with it. I try my best to get over it, because I do get frustrated real quick. My emotions was like, they that will get to me, seeing people. I was just doing stuff and you just like, well, I ain't did a project in like a minute, so I kind of feel bad.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I try to not let it really bother me no more, but I just gotta block stuff out, because again, everything don't happen overnight as some people think.
Yeah.
Again, with social media, it make it seem like stuff happen overnight, and it don't. Because then it will be a time where I am straight and I'm doing this, and it's like, okay, cool, I got celeb clients on my phone and stuff, and they be like, dang man, you made it. I'm like, bro, I've been making art since I was 5, bro. I'm just not getting here. I don't know. It's like every day is a learning. I learn new stuff every day. So that's how it is. I just know right now, usually around these times, early in the year, like I just got done talking to somebody about this last night when I went to an event. They was like, I was telling them like, yeah, man, I'm just really going with the flow right now. I don't really have much to say early in the year. It's just we see how it goes. Cause I've learned with a lot of people, they in the planning stage right now, and when spring hit, summer, that early summer, that's when they ready to. Okay, I got this, I got that, I got that. Let's do this. So I know right now a lot of people's in the early stage just planning. So really, with me, it's just like just getting preparing for the year. Like I said, my main thing for me is really my next solo show, making paintings and stuff that I want, because I want to make pieces, not to show. I want them to sell. I want to go to places and stuff. I want to go to galleries down the line. So that's like really my huge main focus. But I do want to be in a lot of projects like I was in last year and stuff. But again, we just gotta see. Like I said, the year is still super early, because I could wake up tomorrow. All right, bro, you ready? So. Yeah, that's how it be sometimes. So
yeah, stay ready so you ain't got to get ready, man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, dog. All right, what's your socials and all of that?
It's just Instagram at Cloud S Cruiser, CLOUDXCRUISER. I tried to do the multiple social media thing.
That's tough.
I couldn't do it. I feel like Instagram is overall the same thing as everything else. I'm like, that's what it is. So I mean, I just having a Facebook and a Twitter to post about the same thing. And some people be looking at it weird, like, how you got 500K on Instagram but only got 1,000 followers on Twitter? Yeah. Like, people really look at that and be like, why? So I don't know. I just rather just stay on Instagram, but that's what it is.
Yeah. All right. Let me see what we got smoking. What's the best compliment you ever gotten?
Ooh, really? It had to be. My girlfriend said she'll be all right. My lips. I've heard multiple girls have told me that I have nice lips, and that's like, damn, that's like probably my favorite compliment I've got, like personally for myself.
You like that?
I mean, I like that. I really do. I was like, when you said it, I was like, I already know what it is.
Yeah.
I've heard that multiple from a lot of girls that have nice lips. Now they're gonna look at this and they probably gonna be like, he ain't got no nice lips. But that's from like a appearance wise. But yeah, compliment wise, I've always been like, I want to say super fashionable, like into it. It's just something I like, but people say I do have a nice dressing style. I've always heard that multiple times since I've been little.
Oh, yeah.
And my uncle used to always put me in polo. I remember in middle school, we used to have polo competition. I won like best unique in high school with fashion and all that. So like I've been always another compliment I've always got, just my style. But yeah, those would always be the top two I've heard like multiple times growing up. Like those will always be the two things I would hear.
Interesting. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
It used to be Tokyo, Japan, but I've been in research. I still want to visit Tokyo. But I think I changed my mind just because it's more than one places. God, I be having this idea a lot. London sounds cool. I think it's just more easy to transition.
Does it, bro?
That sounds straight. I got a friend in Amsterdam. That seems like an interesting place I would like to stay. It would either be that, international wise, Tokyo, London, or Amsterdam. Here in the States, I'm already in Atlanta. I feel like the States, everything the same. Like, even if you go to LA, I'm like, well, they got the same hookah shop in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like Atlanta is it for me. But other than that, Miami would be a place. Somewhere in New York. I know Brooklyn. I think that's like a good art scene up there. But either New York or Miami, those would be the place in the States. I'm not really big on Cali like that. Cali culture.
You don't think so?
I like the art culture scene, but I think Cali in general, I don't know, it's just too many. I ain't a big fan of influencers and all that.
Yeah.
I know they all out there and like just not super woke people, but just like all that energy, I just ain't really all like that. So it's really be either New York or Miami would be my other two places. If I had a really chance, like I'm like really in my art and stable, those would be like the other two places I would love to like live in.
Yeah.
So,
Dang.
stay or travel. Well, I'm already gonna travel both, but like just like say so.
Let me see what we got next, man. Just random questions. This is fire, actually. I got a whole list of these joints, and I never pull them out. If you had to write a book tomorrow, what would it be about?
Oh, write a book. Yeah. Man, I be sometimes writing screenplays in my head, like screenwriting. I have movie ideas, so I probably will write. It wouldn't be a book, but a screenplay about a movie. It would definitely be something like drama related. I have like ideas and stuff.
Like Hamlet?
Not like Hamlet, like like some stuff you can write, see on a Netflix series or something like that. So it wouldn't be a book, but it'd be a screenplay.
Would it be like? So you say drama, like suspenseful drama, or?
I say suspenseful drama. Like
you talking about like murder mystery?
Not murder mystery. More like let me think about it. Actually, no. Let's just say something similar to Stranger Things, like that.
I can see that.
I have like sci-fi ideas. Like I say, it wouldn't be a book, but it would be.
Just don't make it scary.
I wouldn't make it. I would make it realistic. I would make it like realistic.
You superstitious?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Not much. But my mom, she kind of made me feel superstitious.
Only because you said Stranger Things. That's what I said.
I never seen that.
You haven't seen Stranger Things?
I don't watch TV.
Yeah, you don't.
But I'll catch a show every now and then.
I mean,
well, I catch shows.
Yeah. But you know of Stranger Things.
I know about it. Yeah.
You know they made it. It's in Atlanta.
Oh, for real?
The whole thing is in Atlanta. I'll be riding by. I saw Act 2. And I've been on set, not with them, but I've been on the Stranger Things set, the high school and all that.
Yeah.
So like all that's in Atlanta, bro. You be passing by and be like, oh.
Dang.
That's how it is with everything, Everything is in Atlanta. That's the Black Hollywood. You be passing by stuff. You actually, it's not even passing by. I'll watch old movies before I lived in Atlanta and be like, damn, that's up the damn street. So I be seeing it, bro.
I've seen that somewhere before. Like I didn't know. Is it in Carrollton or Covington? Vampire Diaries joint? The Falls?
P-Valley. You know P-Valley?
That's in Atlanta too?
P-Valley? Walking Dead.
Yeah,
Walking Dead. Yeah. But yeah, P-Valley, Walking Dead, all that. I'm telling you, bro, there's so many movies now. Like I said, now that I lived and I've like seen this city and been around.
P-Valley in Atlanta, bro.
That land out here, though, bro. That's what get them coming.
The land, yeah. That's what I wanted to talk to you about with the World Cup when we was talking about it earlier.
Yeah.
Like, I was saying how Wonder Robin is, and they hear like they want to invest more. Like saying, I don't know when, but they trying to turn Georgia into that. They trying to like fuck Miami, fuck New York. It ain't nothing just a land. So like they want to do that. I don't know how, but by the World Cup they want to have
it's
like
happening.
more of that.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
We finna watch. All you gotta do is travel up 75.
Yeah.
They keep winning championships and all these.
Yeah, with Georgia winning back to back and all that.
They going crazy.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Going crazy.
They might three-peat.
Yeah.
they might three. I fully believe there is going to be a three-peat on like the craziest like levels, and then it might fizzle out. I don't know.
It always, because when I was in Carolina, like
nah, they football.
Football team.
Yeah. Georgia, UGA.
UGA.
They stopped.
I went. Found out one of my boys played for basketball team.
The Hawks.
No, UGA. I'm not UGA. Georgia.
Southern? Yeah, UGA.
Georgia.
Bulldogs. Yeah.
One of my boys played for them. KG.
I don't need keep. I don't keep up with college hoops like that. College football, yeah. But hoops, not till I got it.
It's different with hoops.
I got another month. I got another month.
It's different with hoops now because like football is always gonna be football, but now they got the leagues, like little leagues where you can just go. And that's not say that too, but they be playing because I live. My friend,
bro, like just for the extra exposure.
Yeah, my friend work at overtime, and he just be like they don't even really care about college. You know, people do the 1-on-1 or they'll just go straight to overseas.
Yeah.
Like how LaMelo ball, they go overseas and people don't
Yeah.
really. College hoop is way different than it was back then. Cause like you know how many of y'all would have been on the base if y'all would have had that, bruh, they would have been somewhere. I say that shit all the time, bruh. Like they could have went somewhere, bruh. Like it was not like that, bro. If it was like how it was back then, everyone basically would have been already got a check.
No lie.
Bruh, it could have happened, bruh. You had interviewed James. Yeah, James.
Bruh.
He would have went somewhere.
Bruh.
Bruh.
All of y'all like
If that was their back, if it was how it was now back then, bruh, everybody would have started eating, bruh.
I heard of what we were doing. We had the best top athletes, bro.
Yeah, they really, bruh. Like,
come on.
Like back then, like you had to really be on, like they had to have like YouTube and all that, or you wasn't nothing if you didn't have a hoop mixtape.
Yeah.
Now it's like you just need one viral video.
Hoop mixtape.
Yeah. Now it's just like you just need one viral TikTok, one viral Instagram, bro. It's different now, bro. Like it really we sound like old heads. Like y'all got it better back then. I'm telling you, bro. Like it is.
Yeah.
If they would have had that, if they would have had that back then, I know so many people. I'm like, dang, they ain't have none of that.
They wasn't there.
We ain't had a knowledge. We was still consuming.
Yeah, and then like we had social media, but social media wasn't like how it was back then. It wasn't really because I don't even think they was even doing like Snapchat and all like
cameras, bro. It wasn't advanced. Like
so now
I'm telling you, I had a sidekick. That bitch didn't even have a camera.
Now and then, like they got so easy, man. They can really go viral quick.
Right,
They got so easy with basketball.
It gotta be real. It could be rigged.
Yeah.
And they could just go viral off of it. Like, it's crazy. Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, it's good if you, like, for me, I love it, bro. Because I'm in that space. Like, I love it. Just being able to, get some content, maybe a little editing, maybe not, post it. Oh, look at it. It's doing what it's supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. On to the next. That how I be feeling, bro. I don't be mad at these little cats, bro, because it's like you adapting, bro. Like shit, our parents they had to use encyclopedias to write their essays.
Had to fucking use MapQuest,
bro. MapQuest like a motherfucker, bro. Now
they did that.
We can we can get our direction to our watch. Now,
I mean, because now like 10 years later, it's gonna be the same for them. They can be like. Y'all advancing,
bro. They're about to be two, be like on the phone like this.
Bro, that's the scariest part,
bro. That shit crazy.
Yeah. Cause what is it like the study? You be doing the studies on like, cause you ain't got kids yet, huh?
Mm-hmm. What do you mean studies?
The studies on like kids using technology.
Yeah. I know how to. I be looking at my little cousins. They be unlocking shit.
They be making
like my son. He did some shit that fucked me up the other day, bro. I had, you know how you got the child locks on all the doorknobs, but on the front of it, it's like a little hole, bro. He been trying to figure this shit out for a while now, bro. This nigga just was like chilling one day, and I watched him just peek around. This nigga was like, ain't even 2 yet. You know how to take off the child lock. You know how to take it off.
That's crazy.
Not use it, take it off.
But they say like with the human brain, it stops development at 25, 26. That's like when it stops. Like you can still learn, but that's when you're like
fully developed.
You're fully developed. But with a child, it's like every day. It's like it's growing. It's rapidly. Like the neurons in their head. Like I've seen like live images of children's brains.
Yeah.
It's flashing. Like I'm saying, but they said the human brain like fully is developed at 25. Like you can still learn, but you're not learning as fast. As a child is learning.
Facts, bro. Because what's really true about the brain, bro, is the fact that it's real malleable. So like the more we learn, the more you do art, bro, your brain, like if they were to cut you open when it's all over, and feel your brain is gonna be soft. It's still gonna be soft because you really using it, bro. Like just on the art piece, you for making music doing the same thing. Me reading a book or whatever, it's the same thing. The more you like people who stop learning per se in any aspect, just really like whether it's in life general or whatever, bro, they literally like their brains be like rocks. Like at like when they die, like they can tell how you lived your life by like just looking at the feel and shape of your brain. Like that shit is wild, bro. Limitless. It's a book by Jim Quick. He's a dude that had a brain injury when a traumatic head injury when he was a kid, and it affected his brain a little bit. So, but that sparked him to learn how the brain worked. He actually ended up being Will Smith's like brain coach and all of that.
Is that the? No, that's not what we're talking about. I was about to say.
You think about the movie?
The movie with the CTE and all that. That's
but
what that.
At the same time, not Will Smith's CTE movie. I'm talking about Limitless, the movie with.
No, I know the Limitless, but I thought you was trying to, because Will Smith did that movie. He was like he was playing an African doctor.
Yeah.
And he was like saying, tell the NFL.
CTE, okay. But that was a true story.
That's a true. Yeah.
But yeah, he has a brain coach, a dude named Jim Quick, like. But the movie Limitless is basically the same thing. Like that pill Buddy was taking, like that's real. Like
very real.
So that's kind of like, you seen Lucy with Scarlett Johansson. Mm-hmm. They talk about how we don't use our full percent, and something had happened, and her brain went to like. Cause
she figured out how to tap into
it's
shit.
Crazy. Like y'all not even using y'all full percent. Y'all like people not even over like 20%. Full grown adult. Yeah. So it's like she was using all her percentages, showing. I mean, it's not nothing we can prove, but from science, this could be a possibility of things that could happen. Yeah, that's like one of my favorite movies talking about the brain and stuff, like the physical possibilities if you can use like all the percent of your brain.
Facts, bro.
Like it was crazy.
I think about that like with boxing, bro. Like I feel like. That's when our brains are like, even in sports, like sports period, like our brains are most engaged in them moments. Cause it be stuff going on, bro. You don't even know, like it's like, oh damn, how did he even know like somebody was coming? Like you might make a pass, somebody trying to take it from you or whatever, bro. Like it just be, how the fuck did he do that?
Yeah,
and it's that's just how the brain works, bro. The brain told the body, "Hey, bro, we got to move. Yeah, we got to fucking move, bro."
No, yeah, cause like when it's all said and done, like I've seen I'm gonna say autopsy, not autopsy, but just when the body's gone, like it's just your nerves, and like the brain is this, and the nerves is just like these skinny threads, and it's crazy how all these skinny threads is just the brain is just sending signals. It's just crazy. Like when you really look into it, like people. I used to be big on anatomy in high school. Like I used to love anatomy. I used to because I really wanted to be a sports medicine.
Yeah,
over the junior college.
Same.
I wanted to like fix the body, get the body right, just learn the movements and stuff. Like that was like a real, like if I had a career, if I was just no art, no creativity, straight career. I told my girl that I would probably been like doing sports medicine, like taking care of the athletes in pros or just like regular high school.
I took some sports psychology classes like a couple years ago. So yeah,
I used to love just learning about. God, that was so crazy. But when I learned how the brain like really works, I was like, dang, that's wild.
It's mind blowing, bro.
It is, bro.
Like, oh my, it's like
even talking now, it's like you think we talking, but it's really our brain telling us to say it. It's crazy.
Y'all seen the technology that they got now with these video games where you can control it with your mind?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fucking insane.
Bro.
Wow, bro.
I'm hyped. This shit is amazing, bro.
It's scary in a sense, bro, because I'm telling you, like, the more that I look at technology, I could always correlate it with a movie that's already been.
If you want to know what technology is, I'm telling you, bro, the dude that was on that, he said it, bro.
10 years, 5 years, shit.
If you want to know the next technology, bro, just watch the current movies, bro. Watch like the past year of movies that have anything to do with future development, and
that's like with Black Mirror. You seen Black Mirror? You don't watch
Black Mirror?
Huh?
I love Black Mirror.
Oh, you love it? Okay, so like
I was watching Black Mirror before I stopped watching TV.
Man, Black Mirror. I'm like, yeah, that's I can really see all this happening. They've already got the my favorite one. I really gonna feel like it's gonna be right is the nosedive with the phone. People are judging you off the status of your phone. Like I can really see that.
We doing that now. We've been doing that.
Like we do it now with followers. Oh, you only got 1K followers. You don't got 30K followers.
But this is what's crazy when it comes to that. People don't think about it like this. If I have 500 followers, right? Why is that not a lot? Because if I can get 500, you can't even put 500 people in this room.
No, you can't.
You can't. No, and it's like you can have 500 followers, but you got what, like 700,000 in your bank account?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just like
that. Yeah,
bro. I met so many people who got less exposure to me on social media, and they doing bigger stuff than I'm doing.
Bro, the dude that helped Diddy start a lot of his brands, and he managed Diddy back then. That man ain't got no more. Well, he might have more now, but he probably, like, let's say he got 10,000 followers. For what he's done, that ain't nothing.
Yeah,
you know. So it's kind of like, I think about, like, when I went to his page before, I think he probably had like 2,000 followers.
and see that goes back to
he don't post or none of that. He just do his life.
Yeah, and see that's what goes back to you asking me about how do I cope if I'm not doing what I want to do. Because I said social media, what like gets me. I have to realize that the people we like. You know, back then, like years ago, social media wasn't a thing. Like, I know this is like the new age, but it's just like, you know, you can make it. Like, you just got, social media is just, it's an illusion.
Facts, bro.
Like, it's really an illusion. Because that's what I'm saying. I feel like Nosedive is going to, that seems like a possibility. Like, something's going to happen. It might not be our time, but years later, people are going to be walking around with the status of their life. You don't have, because they do it with credit. Credit is like literally that. Like, you can't, your credit bad, but it's like, why is my credit? I mean, that don't mean I can't do it. It's just a situation of life. So, like, it's funny. Nosedivers, I feel like that was already talking about things that already have credit. Numbers is based on how you live your life. So that's like one of my favorite Black Mirror episodes.
This one dude, I can't even remember, but he basically was like, this one lady, she used to make $500,000 a year. Now she makes probably about 220,000 a year. So less than half of that.
Yeah.
But she's 5 times happier. Like, just
I've heard that before.
Just
I heard that before.
Overall, just 5 times happier. Like, her life, it completely improved when she just stopped chasing the money.
I've heard that before. And it's sad because people don't. It really take life. Like, people don't really start feeling like that till like they in their 50s, 60s.
Yeah.
And it sucks, but I mean, because in the 20s, 30s, it's chasing it, figuring it out, chasing it, figuring it out. That's why I keep telling myself, I'm like, you gotta just slow down. Mm-hmm. Like, I wanted to do therapy. Like, I've been always, you should do therapy. Not because like I had any like crazy traumas in me or nothing, but just to talk, like how we talking now. Mm-hmm. So it's like, that's something I wanted to do. But I've heard that multiple times people get to that age and it's just like, you know, it's just, they more happier than they was when they was younger. Because like they just realized the necessities of certain things ain't really that important.
Facts.
But it sucks. You don't really feel like that. You have to really go through life to figure that out. So that's like the sad part of it all. But again, and it's harder now with social media. Everything's an illusion. If you ain't got this by 25, you suck. Yeah. And that's gonna hurt, bro. I used to have that mindset so bad.
For real?
Bro, I'll tell you, like, I really used to be bad with that, bro. I really would put on, like, fronts, like, not fronts like I wasn't making it, but fronts like, I got projects all day. You know, I ain't got no damn projects. Just to keep up with the illusion of, like, then you realize that's so bad and that's not cool. That's not good. Yeah. But this is like early 20s. It's like 20, 21, 22.
Yeah, because you never want to feel like you the one behind.
You the one behind. And
stuff like that.
This man younger than me. I remember when they was little and now they got a 2-story home. I still live in this small studio apartment. Like, what? Like, but it's not really like that. Like, people don't say on social media, man. People, because like, when's the last time you saw somebody post like they going through it on social media like that?
Unless it's like a relationship.
Unless like a relationship, or it's like something that happened. Is like, when the last time somebody said, "Yeah, y'all, so I got evicted."
It is the one dude.
What's that? People.
He be.
So people will. I've seen people will say what I'm going through, but like, but let's be like,
transparent. Living.
Yeah. So that's how it really is, man. It's just, I don't know. I really hope. I mean, it's gonna change, but it's just gonna get worse years later. But sorry, that's my rant.
Yeah, bro. Like, comparison is the thief of joy, bro.
Yeah.
And when people get to looking at other people like stats, like, it for what, bro? Your food getting cold looking at their plate.
Yeah. That's a good quote. Yeah.
I was like, bro, I'm happy like to be in the process of like that's I enjoy doing the work, bro. Like this part, even editing, even though sometimes I don't like editing because it's a process. But once you in it and you kind of once you get past step 1, 2, okay, cool. So yeah, man, you just gotta enjoy the like embrace the journey and enjoy the process.
Yeah, just go with the flow. So
Cause your experience is gonna be different from everybody else's, no matter what, bro. Like I promise you, like if I talk to probably 100 people, maybe one, nobody is gonna have the exact same experience. Nobody. That's just not even. I'm not even gonna do maybe one. Nobody's gonna have the same experience. Nobody. Maybe in certain aspects, but like from beginning to
lives the
end.
same like everyday process, same thing. Yeah, I know.
Even though we all go through the same things at different times, cause we all have our own shit, but it's like you just gotta keep going.
Yeah.
I mean, ain't nothing else to do. You just gotta. That's it. You just gotta keep chopping, like the Georgia Bulldogs.
Yeah, I went to the parade too. The parade was different from last year's parade.
I wanted to go so bad.
Last year's parade was like big, but this year's parade, man, they was out there, bro. I literally, it was so many people, bro. I had a good time, but if they 3-peat, man, I don't know what to say. That's gonna be a scene right there. But like I say, it's like it's sad 'cause it is gonna like be a switch. Because when I was in Carolina, it was Clemson, all Clemson, and I know Alabama. Look, I know Auburn had their moment. Alabama doing their thing, and it's Clemson and it's Georgia. It's gonna be sad to see them switch. But at the time,
it ain't gonna be sad because I'm gonna tell you who coming after Georgia.
Ohio State.
What?
That's what everybody say next.
Oh shit.
Who you think gonna be?
Goddamn, get ready, Daddy. Whoa.
VSU.
Oh.
Talking about Florida State.
Them nose coming, man.
You think they coming?
They coming, man.
I don't know.
Them nose is coming, and they.
Well, you know they about to switch the playoffs.
Yeah.
To 16 players now.
Yeah.
I mean 16 teams now.
Yeah.
That's gonna really shake it up.